Hi, welcome back to Guitar Basics. I'm Dave Caruso. In this lesson, I'll introduce you to the four chords G, E minor, C, and D, which we'll use throughout this playlist. But first, let's get a few guitar fundamentals under our belt so we'll be on the same page with our terminology. There are three main sections of the guitar: the head, the neck, and the body. One more time. Head, neck, body. We can break that down even further. On the head section, these are called machine heads or tuning pegs, and this is where we tune the guitar. This is called the nut, and it separates the head from the neck. Okay? These are our strings. There's 6 of them. This is the sound hole, and this is the bridge section. The neck is divided into sections called frets. We number them starting with 1, counting from the nut and moving toward the sound hole. So this is the first fret, the second fret, and the third fret. And those are the only 3 frets that we have to worry about for this entire video series. We're going to be doing all our work in there. Each open string and each fretted note represents a musical letter name. These dots, which are painted on the fretboard and also on the side of the neck at different intervals, are called fret markers. As we move our fingers across the fretboard, the fret markers remind us what fret we're playing on. The guitar strings are numbered from the thinnest string to the thickest string. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The thinnest string is number 1. The thickest string is number 6. When we're looking at a chord diagram, it looks exactly like a guitar when we hold it vertically. At the top, we see the nut, and then the first fret, and then the second fret, and the third fret. And all the strings are represented just like this. Along the top of the chord diagram, you might see an X above some strings. And that means don't play those strings. Don't strum them. If you see an O above a string, it means don't push your finger down in that string. Just play it while the string rings openly. So this is an open string. This is a fretted string. Open. Okay? Let's look at each of the 4 chords that we'll be using throughout this video series. The first chord I'd like you to learn is the easiest one because it only takes 2 fingers to play it. It's called E minor. We use our second and third fingers, and we put them on the 4th and 5th strings in the 2nd fret, just like this diagram. For an E minor chord, you should strum all 6 strings. Notice how every string rings completely. We don't want anything like this. You don't want it to sound muted. You want them open and chiming. You'll need to play an E minor chord cleanly before you start the next lesson, so start working on that right away. The next 3 chords we're going to learn, you're going to need 2 lessons from now, but you want to start working on them right away because switching from chord to chord takes a lot of practice in making each one sound good, and you don't strum all strings with every one of these chords. G, you do strum all 6 strings. The C, you only strum the first 5 strings. And the D, you only strum 4 strings. So the diagrams will show you which strings to strum, which fingers to press, where to put your fingers, and you'll get real comfortable with all that. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. It's a new thing. It's like a new language, and you're going to get good at it, I'm sure. In the comments to this video, I'll link to a document that'll help you get started with these 4 chords. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.